Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the twilight of this Let's Play. Shall we dismantle the crystal's power? Little by little, the power of the state is withering away, and Russian society is being anarchized. The spirit of Novus vision has always been that of a truly decentralized Russia. Workers organize themselves through Soviets and unions, not through the central government. All the party's actions shall be devolved to the realization of this ideal. We're not going to have the totalists in our coalition anymore. Not that it matters. Theoretically, it could invade Bulgaria, but we can always just declare it. Anyways. Panama's capitulated. Okay. To the Reds? Oh, it does appear. It is, in fact, to the Reds. Oh, Central America got crumped forever ago. Yeah, the Canadians are donezo. I don't even need to involve myself. Romania's capitulated. Okay. What does that mean?
Готов выдвигаться.
Like that? Oh, can we just do that? That would make my life easier.
Готов выдвигаться.
Yeah, we can. Okay, wonderful.
Верно. Так точно.
And then tanks.
Я готов.
Give me a moment.
Готов выдвигаться.
First of all, you go here. You go to Belgrade. And then, go to Sofia. Then, you go here. Do that, please. We're currently at war with Romania. We'll eventually attack Serbia. Eventually. That's so funny. I don't know why that happened. Oh, they must have risen up, but like it was too late. Alright, we should probably build more factories. Let's reduce our energy requirements in these areas with like a lot of factories. And then build a lot of factories here. And this is reduced per infrastructure. So let's do infrastructure first. I will say building stuff is a little bit more involved than it was before, but I don't know, it's not that involved. Morocco's capitulated. Uncertain times for them. I am technically still at war. How am I not... Can I just, like, declare war in Romania? No. What? This is weird. Alright. This is a funny, goofy, silly situation. Alright. Chairman Minister Steinbergs are by no means orthodox, but the environment that Socialist Russia finds itself in, but in the environment that Socialist Russia finds itself in, they are slowly becoming mainstream among the SRs. With European capitalism destroyed and reactionary terror subdued, it seems no longer necessary to maintain a large standing army, and all the more funding can be directed towards the people. In practice, that means that unprecedented prosperity is ahead for the everyday Russian, and that every measure to secure their freedom is warranted. Steinberg's ideas of a direct, decentralized democracy are seemingly being heeded greatly. Increasingly, economic matters have been delegated to artels and cooperatives, while the Ministry of Industry and Trade has diminished in importance. Additionally, at the latest conference of the PSRs, it was agreed by a slim majority that the two goals of the party were the eventual abolition of partisanship and parliamentarism, and the destruction of the state itself. No strict timetable is given for such occurrences, however, and informally it is said the SRs will know when the time is right. Still, some question the further shift leftwards. The VST has leveled criticism at the supposed inefficiency of the chairman minister's proposals, while others have bemoaned the SR's advocacy was basically an anarchist system. For the spirit novist, however, especially Steinberg, the past years and current conditions have shown the conditions are perfect for the second stage of revolution, fulfilling the Matushka's vision step by step. Revolutionist by love. Their hatred and contempt for human oppression ran so deep, and had so suffused their entire being, that their dream was the overturn of the throne not only for themselves, but for all. When, in that rare moment, their liberation dawned, they rose with faces lit by inner glows to destroy all thrones. For now, for all and forever, the rebellious slaves sought no new masters, but man. The sickle and star of David. With the red flag flying above the former pale of settlement following the triumph of the Great Revolutionary War, a new dawn has begun for the Jews of Eastern Europe, free at last from the predations of capital and bourgeois nationalism. The majority of the Jewish nation, though the usage of that word, of course, is under constant debate, under the socialist banner, the political discourse within the community has reached a fever pitch. With the seeming inevitability of the world revolution, the emancipated Jewish workers have already been striving to create a new world that generations of struggle have brought about. The socialist revolutionaries have always had their in-words with Jewish intelligentsia, and indeed, many of their most famous members have been Jews. Isaac Steinberg, the Spiridonist radical, has become famous among the emancipated Jews of Europe as a sign of the new red modernity. When he attends those sessions of the Congress of Soviets and Trade Unions held on the Sabbath, a Gentile comrade always helps with his briefcase, and many a Prole and Yeshiva student alike remember in awe his fiery speeches to the peasantry and his tearful, pious repentance and dutiful fast during Yom Kippur. The Fernikites, as United Jewish Socialist Workers' Party call themselves, is still only a minor party in the Workers' Coalition. Nonetheless exploded in size, particularly among rural peasantry in Ukraine and Belarus. Envisioning a future socialist federation spanning the whole of Europe, the Fernikites have successfully worked with their patron party to solve the national question in two ways. First, in line with existing SR ideals, power will slowly be devolved to local councils and collectives over time. However, individual members of the Jewish community have the right to declare themselves members of an extraterritorial siyum, or cultural assembly, which deals exclusively with matters of education and culture. With this new model of autonomy, it's hoped the boundary of separate nation from nation will continue to gradually fade as the communist epoch approaches. What comes next in this old new land? Anyways. How nice. We're gonna go fight some people. This is stupid. I can't declare war on them, but I can't piece them out either. This is really dumb. I'm preparing to launch an attack on Greece. How are you guys doing? That's really funny. Can you win yet? Can we be done? Am I gonna have to get involved? Okay. Dukes. Air superiority range. What? More air superiority and less range. Obviously, air superiority is pretty valuable. No. Better railway guns. Shrug. Rockets. Give it to me. Pew, pew, pew. Rocket, rocket, rocket. A revolution. Those who rose up. What is to be said about the revolution? For the peasant, revolution spelt bread, peace, and freedom for the tyranny of the landowner. For the dreamer, revolution spelt spiritual freedom, human rights, and justice for all. But the revolution was more than just the freedom for the peasant, for the dreamer. It was a moral and spiritual awakening, a regeneration caused by the most important emotion of all, love. The revolutionist, by love, does not pity those who suffer, does not seek to become the master of he who suffered, but had in his heart deep love for his people and truth. And that is the tale of the socialist revolutionary. For the sake of love, they gave up their lives. Anyways, we should probably press some buttons. We could seek to destroy world imperialism. But before we do that, we should have a vision for our union. We could. There's a lot of buttons. First, we should probably... Abolition of war? Before we do that, we might want to southern frontier of the revolution. To Russia's south, there's much work to be done to accomplish the world revolution. The old reactionary regimes have stuck to their superstitious ways, and it's time they are liberated from their slave masters, once and for all. It is a certain sort of love. Rather bloody, I suppose.
Готов.
King Albert, please the Dominion of Canada. The South African Federation. A bunch of people ended their hostilities. Who is still at war with who? The Provisional Government of Germany. Germany. Chilling in her colonies, I see. Maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Hey, there's our war. We can just do that. Let's get these guys. And then we shall plot the invasion of Greece. It's only a matter of time. Oh, I should probably first... Give me a moment. Do that. Decrease the speed. Increase the decrease. Alright, I need to... go to my... Give me a moment. We're working on funds. Funds. Probably should make the decision cost fewer funds and give it to more divisions. And that's it. Sweet. let's sweep these guys aside. We no longer get the effects of Wave of White Sabotage. That ends now? Man. That was a short war, dude. Let's get experimental rockets. Sure, why not? Who cares? Well, that's that. Let's whew. Let's see, who demands what? Take state. Kosovo for Albania. Bessarabia. For me? For Russia? What? Why? Yeah, okay. Oh, give it to me. Whatever. Give me those boats. Okie dokie. We're moving towards fighting the, who's just fighting against us? Serbia is dead. That doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna start specifically here. We should probably position ourselves here. Give me a moment. There we go. And then we can dash for Athens. Wonderful. Can actually do that. Let's proceed forward. Button, 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 press button, button. There we go. Fate of Bulgaria. Do the Greeks have any allies? No. They're supporting the Iranians, who are still, like, gamely holding on. But it's a little late for that. Alright, fine. Whatever. Fate of Bulgaria. Is Bulgaria. Fate of Romania. Liberate Romania. Fate of Serbia. Liberate Serbia. Very silly stuff is happening. Give me a moment. Everyone's going to where they're supposed to. Faction members. Yeah, okay. Serbia is justifying against the Hungarians. You can't fight them. You're a puppet. Okay. Fate of Bessarabia. Here you go, Ukraine. Get bigger. Fate of, Montenegro. We can give it to the Hungarians. Liberate Montenegro. Grant it to the Serbians. You can just have it, Serbia. Fate of... We're gonna wait for Macedonia. Fate of Constanza. Romanians or Bulgarians? Romania can have it. Transylvania. Split it between Romania and Hungary. Grant it to the Romanians. Grant it to the Hungarians. We'll grant it to the Hungarians. There you go. It's honestly a little bit more natural looking of a Hungary. Alright, have fun with fighting Kyoku land, I guess. Fate of Silistria. Romanians or Bulgarians? Bulgaria can have it. Much reduced Romania. Not maximally reduced, but much reduced.
Так точно.
Let's start by doing this. Doing that.
Внимание.
Doing this. Doing that.
Готов выдвигаться.
Doing this. Doing that.
Готов.
And then doing that. Nope. Then doing, that. Now at war. It's just a matter of time before the people of Africa would break their chains. Ooh, I know what I could do. Kursk seems like a build-upable place. And then I can do this. Wonderful. How much time until we attack? We got a while.
До приказа.
So we can start doing any training that might be necessary.
До приказа.
The final thing I should do is... Do we have enough medium tanks yet? Not quite. We almost do. Better tanks. Alright, give me a moment. That's been maximized. Reliability, let's just do ZIL for everything. You can be... Yeah. They just get the bonus. Okay, wonderful. How much time until we invade? Speed up. Okay. Taking the decision will cost 200 funds. And then we will get cheap. We will get high quality mine tilt rod fuses, and then we will not get any more bonuses. And that will be that. What's next? I don't know, better rangers, don't you know? It's 41. Do we want to do boats? I don't want to deal with this. Support ships, that's a thing. I guess. Landing craft, we'll need that at some point, he says, knowing that this campaign is going to end very soon. I might need it at some point. In a theoretical future where I keep playing this campaign. I will not do that. Southern frontier of the revolution. Oh boy. Afghanistan, Iran, and the Sublime Ottoman Federation are all targets. We should consider destroying world imperialism? We might want a vision for our union. From Kiev to Minsk and beyond, Russia's liberated huge swaths of territory. The Labor Republic system has served us well so far in respecting national autonomy while pursuing economic integration, but with the German threat gone, it may be possible that it will go under some changes toward a self-sufficient economic bloc centered around Russia, or even becoming a supranational union. The future will take us where it will. Let's see. Ooh. No, we're doing a Union of Peoples. Ooh. More unions. Devolution of authority. Seems like fun. Anyways. We should probably do this. Our war support's not great, but it's fine. We don't really need it. That is it for the Canadians. Commonwealth of Canada's capitulated. Are these guys fully at peace? Nope, they still need to crush the Norwegians. Just have fun with that, guys. Second Resorgimento complete. Well done. Alright. Haiti's been annexed. Everything old's new again. Interesting. Yeah, we got Totalist Union. As opposed to the more conventionally syndicalist British and the Totalist French. The Radical Socialists, Anarchists-ish, and the Iberian Union, and over here. Guinea has been annexed. That's unfortunate for them. Okay. Armor reliability, truck reliability. Who knows? Anyways. Prepare yourself for war! We should slow down. A lot. Go here. Go here. Go here. You go here. The Finnish Socialist Supporters Republic declare war on Norway. Okay, whatever. The Norwegians are... Join wars. Norwegian-French war. Great. Have fun. It's annoying that you're totalist, but whatever. I think you can handle this by yourself. Let's try blasting past these guys. Other war. Yeah, feel free. Yep. Nope. Nope. Heh. The Japanese are now trapped on their island. Good for them. Chrome. Victory of the Zili Clique. The North reigns supreme once more. Alright, man. Greece, you want to be done yet? You're almost done. I don't know, man. Don't ask silly questions.
Смирно! Смирно!
Alright, Greece is capitulated. The Ottomans get nothing. Haha. Take that. Well, almost nothing. Take that. Nice. Confirm and exit. Easy game. Well, I'm gonna have to do some setup, but I think it's time for me to invade the Ottoman Empire. That seems good to me. Okay, we want to include the Northern Caucasus Federation. We don't need to bother with Yugoslavia. We don't need to bother with the Hungarian Socialist Republic. Yeah, that should be about it. We're gonna... Oh, but before we do anything, I'm gonna have to call and end today's video. I will see you in the next video. I think we probably are not gonna bother with Japan, but we will probably target Central Asia. I will see you then. Bye-bye.